for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I am a shameless fan of getting free stuff. Especially free, new, cool stuff designed by people in our hobby, for our hobby. And that is what we have here today. The latest offerings from Frantz Foamworks. We have a kit here designed by Galaxy Creations, and as you can see, it is a kit for the Rival Pilot, which is, I haven't actually gotten to play with one yet, but I'm looking forward to playing with this one. So, what we have here is a brass barrel kit. It's, in order to make it high performance, it's single shot, you'll load it, fire it, but it also has a lot of other cool features. So let's take a look. First of all, you will be replacing this part, the rear sight black piece. It comes out easily. You will then be installing this piece. It just goes in where that was before, and from this point on, everything is simply strap on the outside as you see fit. The hop-up tab has been cut down, it would appear. I don't know if that is entirely necessary, but it has definitely been done here. I assume it's necessary. This part simply goes onto the barrel there. There's nothing retaining it yet. It will get retained by the barrel. We then have your rear cover, which has Picatinny rail up here, should you want to put an optic, and Picatinny rail in the back, because it comes with a Picatinny rail mounted Nerf attachment, stock attachment point, which is pretty nifty. This part is retained using 3D printed pins that just get pushed in there. So you can easily push them back out again if you want, just using a screwdriver. You can push them in a little bit further if you so felt like it. This then goes on here, is also retained using a 3D printed pin. And I'm gonna push these in a little bit further. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And then to install the barrel, as you can see, not yet retained. This barrel piece with its thread, which this thread is reverse thread. It's apparently for lefties, which I find fabulous. There is a notch that is that should line up with your the hop-up tab, which is why I'm not sure it needs to be removed, because that might allow you to keep it in, question mark. Hopefully there's some explanation there. This then goes on over that, and we have two different barrel options, or barrel retention lug options. They just thread on, and that is what holds this in place. The brass is not completely enclosed, so if you wanted to put some scar barrels out there might actually fit over that. Certainly the worker ones would. I'm sure there's some other ones that would as well. If you don't plan to put a scar barrel on and want something that just looks, reverse thread, reverse thread. It's weird. I like it. I don't know if they're all reverse thread or if this one was just made reverse because I'm left-handed and they thought it would be amusing. And I do find it terribly amusing, if that is the case. That one's got a little bit more of a fancy muzzle. You still could put a scar barrel on there if you felt like it. And there it is. That is how you install the kit. And I think it's pretpretty nifty. I dig it. I like that you've got Picatinny rail on all sides, on the top, even the back. There's no Picatinny rail on the front. That's the only. But you could attach all manner of things to this. You could attach a Harrier, if you really wanted to. Have a dart hose on your pistol. You could attach any, like, the Proud Papa, the Crooked Cousin, the Mama, all of those could be attached and would be pretty nifty. They did also send me a 10-kilogram long shot spring. Apparently these particular ones fit beautifully in this blaster and will get the numbers up to around 200. Lower end was 180, averaged 200 supposedly. With the stock spring, it's hitting somewhere between 140 and 160. So, quite powerful for how little work goes into actually installing it. It's brake action, very, very snazzy, and I want to plink with it. Unfortunately, I got a late start and it's already dark, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Well, I'll have to wait. You won't. Editing is magic! I said numbers, I figured I should substantiate them. So, this is with the stock spring. Let's see what we get. 158. 158. 161. 150. 157. Eminently spicy for what it is. I dig it. Alright, now we shall go to the range and plink. Right, I'm here on the range. I have the blaster. I have put the Frantz Foamworks stock on there because it was on my workbench, so I grabbed it. And we're going to see if I can hit anything at all. Now, I don't currently have a scar barrel on here. I could not find an readily available brass-sized scar barrel. I had ones for all kinds of other barrels, but not brass. Anyway, we're going to be shooting Gen 2 bamboos here because that's the bin I grabbed. I don't know how well it'll work. We're going to find out. Can I hit anything? Oh! Might need an optic on this thing. I have no idea where the sight picture is. Oh, I think it might have just a little bit too much power for these darts. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's try, I got a couple regular Adventure Force darts. Let's see if they like them any better. Well, I hit the target with them, so take that as you see fit. Oh! Definitely need an optic on this thing. Alright, let's go for that 50. Oh, way high, okay. Good to know. I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing. Let's try some, beat up old Gen 1 bamboos. Some of these are clearly cut down full-length bamboos. Or if we shoot from the hip. That was closest shooting from the hip. Oh, interesting. The front barrel is wobblish. That has nothing to do with the kit. That is entirely the design of the blaster. But that might be, since I'm holding it on this side, I might be curving it that way. Let's see. Yep. We're gonna keep plinking because it's a gorgeous day, and actually I do have other stuff I should be doing, but this is how I'm avoiding it. And I hit a bottle. I get close to hitting a bottle. Oh, right over the top. This is a fabulous little single shot kit. I am loving the functionality on this. Oh, closest I've gotten. Luckily, I got lots of ammo. I could plink all day. I'm plinking until I hit a bottle. That's how it's gonna be. Oh, come on! So what do you all do to avoid doing the things you're supposed to be doing? I got him! Took 2 hits to get that bottle, but I got him. All right, I want some ping. I want to hit that 50. Oh, just over the top. Not really, I'm seriously avoiding what I'm supposed to be doing. Ah! I got him. Have I hit a 25 yet? I don't know that I've hit both 25s. I may have, but I'm gonna try again. No. Way off, way off. Go for this one. Ping! All right, last dart, last dart. I got stuff to do. Can I get the 25? I can! I got him! All right, I'm satisfied. I'm not really, I want to plink all day, but stuff. Right, final thoughts. Back to the bench. Right, my final thoughts. I dig it. I don't know if I would actually run it with a stock. One thing I do find a little odd is how high this is back here, which seems unnecessary. But I did realize about halfway through that there is a notch in the rail here that allows you to actually line up your sight. I definitely think if I wanted to actually plink with it, I should put some sort of an optic, and I've got lots of optics around that I could put on here. And I like the general design. It's just fun. And I really like the mechanics. Because you can just have a handful of darts and very easily feed one in there and plink with it. And it's just a lot of fun. It's very similar to, say, you know, these ones, except having it break open, actually, I find, makes it easier to feed. Now, this one wasn't, as far as I know, an inline clip, like a lot of the knockout ones were. And I'm sure they will make a inline clip version for it as well, but for a single shot plinker for any number of, say, single shot rounds, I actually really like how this one functions and loads, and the fact that it's mostly built on a standard Nerf blaster means it's very solid. It's mostly injection molded. The parts that are added on are not load bearing, other than if you have a stock on there, but yeah, I like it. So if you have yourself a pilot and you're looking to make it brass breeched, here is a super easy almost drop-in kit. Once you have that top part removed and that bit in there, then the rest of it's all toolless assembly, which is really cool. So anyway, there you have it. Link will be down in the description to Frantz Foamworks. This was designed by Galaxy Creations, and I really dig it. Get yourself one.